Glenn Fagnan, Executive Director of Border City Connects, joins us recapping this year's Ribfest. Glenn, just to start things off, how did it go this year?
Yeah, no, it was again another great success. It was almost a mirror image as far as the numbers of vehicles that went through. We had, roughly 10,000 people, 3,000 cars again this year, and it was fantastic. We generated a little bit more on the revenue side of things because we did have more 50/50 tickets to sell this year, and we had more sponsors as well. So yeah, overall it was a great success, and I think everybody really enjoyed themselves. It was well receptive. Our river guys did just a tremendous job. These guys they're out of Ontario. There's one uh, in Alberta based, and so there's 4 trucks, and they did a wonderful job. They put through 10,000 people. Every time you're putting through something like that, you're going to have a few little hiccups. Some pulled pork gets missed or something gets missed here and there, and they were just excellent. We had very few incidents like that, and they just took care of things right away. And again, Connor, what they did as well when they left, they donated about $10,000 worth of food products to the olive tree, which is great. And they do support the community when they're here, buying things, staying in a hotel for 6 nights. So there's lots of things that it was great to have these rivers. They did a great job, and truly, again, on social media, everybody was very pleased. And if everybody's happy, then so are we.
How much money was raised at Ribfest this year, as well as where are those funds going to go towards?
I think we haven't got all our figures in here, but we're probably going to net around $30,000 that we would have made on that, and that's simply going to go into our daily operations. Of course, it's been very quiet with our handy van aspect of things. We've been which is now called the Border City Express. We just haven't been taking people out over the last year or so. I mean, just very small amounts. So yeah, our costs don't change. We still have our insurance and all our fixed costs, and so that's just going to go to the day-to-day operations. So it's well needed and well deserved.
Did expectations surpass what you guys wanted from an organizational standpoint?
Yeah, it was we were last year we held it in August, and so this year it was we wanted to nail down this Father Day date so that from this year forward we will be having the Ribfest on Father's Day. So we're trying to get it so that it becomes a tradition, and it certainly becomes an event for the city and for the region. And so we weren't sure how Father's Day was going to work out. I thought, there's a lot of things that are already planned for people on Father's Day, but we did it this year, and next year people will be much more aware of it, and I think they'll start taking a look at including having Ribfest for Father's Day instead of having Dad barbecue. That's what we're hoping, anyways.
Looking ahead to next year, what are some ways that you're looking to top the event from the last 2 years?
No, well, actually, Connor, when we signed up for this, it was traditionally the Ribfest is a live event, and it has you've got beer gardens, you have a live stage with music and local music and other bands that can be playing for 3 days. There's no drive-through. It is a walk up. It's in a fenced area at a certain point at a certain spot, and yeah, it truly is an event, and that's what these Ribfests are normally. It's just with the pandemic that we've had to go down to the drive-through. So we've never had the real Ribfest here. We just signed up last year, and then the pandemic came, and we had to do drive-throughs for the last 2 years. Well, we've got some potential partners that want to join in on this. Of course, the whole dynamic changes when you do have an event like that, because you've got the entertainment that you've got to have for 3 days, you've got a beer gardens that is going for 3 days, and there's just all kinds of other events that are going to be taking place there, to make it a true experience for everybody. So yeah, it takes a lot more manpower, a lot more organizational skills, and we're going to be ready for the challenge.
And lastly, Glenn, what's next as we head into summer here for Border City Connects?
Well, one of the things that we've got that was accomplished with this, and this is what we're trying to do here right now, is just bring awareness to Border City Connects. Of course, we were known for being the handy van for the last 40 years. So, with our change in different, bringing in new divisions and a whole new facelift on the organization, it's really tough still shaking that handy van. And so the Border City Connects, that's part of our whole goal is really getting that awareness. And that's what we're going to be continuing doing throughout the summer. We don't have anything planned. We've got some meals and barbecues that we've got to give for our winners of our polar splashes for the last 2 years. And we have our staff barbecues and things like that we'll have. But yeah, we're not going to be doing any fundraising this summer, anything organized.
Glenn, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us. It's great to see the community came out in full support for Border City Connects with this great event, and hopefully we'll be able to see those numbers double even next year. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate your time.